Listen. You only think that it's challenging. You only think it's challenging because you just never been here before. You're so far ahead. You've never been here before. So give yourself some grace. Matter of fact, give yourself a pat on the back, a high five. Create yourself a trophy, because I don't know if nobody going to give you one, G. And I'm not talking about no participation trophy. I'm saying you showed up for yourself. Yeah, you participated, but you also accomplished. You also won. You went through all the failures, all the lessons, all the losses, all the L's. Those weren't losses, though. They were just lessons. They were something that you learned. It was a laundry list of lessons that you learned, and you learned them good. You learned them young. This is one thing I also want to bring forth to you guys, is that a lot of you are so ambitious, and that's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's a great thing. One thing about this is that you're so ambitious. You're so used to accomplishing things that when it takes maybe a week or two or a month or even 6 months longer than it is, you think that you're behind, or you think that you don't have some sense of use or utilization or development. Confirmation burp. But you do. 1, 2, 3 on the dot. But you do. You are strong enough. You are capable enough. 11:44. Yo, back to back. You are strong enough. You are good enough. You are continually becoming the betterment of who you actually are. You keep actualizing better versions of you. Like you literally showed up. Already good, and everyone's like, dang. Body T, mindset T, heart set T, spirituality. Dang, I didn't even know you know none of that. Wait, you've done that? Wait, you've been there? You traveled there? You worked there? You studied there? You've studied that? Yes, we have. We are setting ourselves apart. To exist is to set ourselves apart, to stand out. That's what existence is. It's X. So it's external, y'all. It's to stand out, so everyone does see who you are. And the only way that they're going to see who you are is your true character. Your character can change, even though people think that it's not ever going to change. A lot of times it doesn't. It can adapt. Some people try to wear multiple masks, multiple characters, multiple types of, they try to be multiple different types of things. You, in any one of those characters, is powerful. I'm not saying that you only have one or only have two or whatever. I'm saying all of them, it's the same being to you. It's just a conglomerate of all your positive energy on different types of vibrations, different levels, different actualizations, realizations, materialistic ways that it's being created, as it's being brought, from heaven to earth, from ether to solid matter, matter, maternal, mother earth, mother, maternal. I want you guys to show up for yourselves so powerfully that you don't even realize. Like, be so in it, be so saturated in it that you don't even realize, like, a whole day's gone by, a whole week's gone by. Like, that's how embossed, embedded you are in it. Okay, I wanna really give this and give you guys a good imagery of this. When you are developing yourself, we always tend to be very hard critics of ourselves, maybe even our worst critic, our worst enemy. If you could be your worst enemy, you can also be your greatest asset. If you could be your worst liability, if you yourself give yourself the availability and allowance to be your worst liability, you also have the capabilities to be able to realize that you can be also your highest asset. And so it's just by stepping into more of those patterns, more of those boundaries. You have to set your system up. You have to set your structure up to where you can be all creative within the structure. talking to the women too as well. I'm not saying that you always need a man around you, but a lot of times they've figured out that when there is a sense of safety, security, because that woman is also secure in her emotions and she's not too chaotic, that she's ready to settle, that not settle, but settle down, that it's always the worst word, but you know what I'm saying? Like she's ready she's ready to be kept, bro. She's ready to be kept. So you guys have to see this. So when you step into that mindset, that's how she's going to be able to depend upon you. She's going to like that structure. She doesn't necessarily need that necessarily from a man nowadays, because there's so many different structures that you can create. Like if she comes into money and a trust structure, I don't think she's necessarily going to go for a man, or she's going to seek someone who don't exist, bro. Who don't exist. She's seeking like Thor, bro. Like somebody like in another realm, and she's trying to ascend. Like I know that sounds crazy, but like some men are like that too. Like some men, they just can't deal with any of these women out here at all, and they're just looking to ascend and meet a higher woman who's a goddess. And I know you guys are gonna trip off when I say that, but that's the real facts. And it's very rare that there's a goddess and, from heaven to earth, brought down, because there's a lot of different things that you have to clean. You have to clean the 7 deadly sins. And then you gotta embody the 7 heavenly virtues. And that's both man and woman. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. You gotta accomplish and conquer over. You gotta stand over. You gotta overstand over those 7 deadly sins, okay? And then to continuously embody the 7 heavenly virtues. The 7 heavenly virtues is going to set you upon your path to meet someone who's godly and to embody godliness, which is literally next to cleanliness. The cleaner that you are, the more godly you are too. So keep your room clean, keep your mind clean, keep your heart clean and purified, your mind clean and purified. And if you don't know how to do this, this is exactly why they deleted the exact thing in Matthew, I believe it's 17:21, where Yeshua, the Christed one of Nazareth, was literally speaking on this exact topic. And he said, only through fasting and through prayer, which is affirmation, suggestion, like you're confirming, like, I am better, I am happier. Like if you're fasting, you're like, thank you, Lord, for this day. I'm grateful for this day. Thank you for this day. I'm having a great day. I'm going to do a video on that too. That like you could take the same energy and put it into this. You could take the same energy and put it into this. Okay, that's going to be our next video. You could take the same energy, put it into this, same energy and put it into this. Same energy, 2 different outcomes, 2 different energetic exponential growths that happen. So one is a trajectory of a downfall, like that you lose 1% every day. The other one is that you exponentially grow, that it compound interest on itself and it exponentially grows. It's powerful. It's absolutely powerful. By setting yourself up for success, you're setting yourself up for success. For somebody to be able to succeed you. For you to have a successor. That's what success is. It's nothing else. It's just so then your son or your daughter can take your shit. So your wife can assume your trust. That's it. That's it, bro. That's it. Trust it. Trust it. She'll look at you differently when you have a trust and that goes to her, or that goes to the kids, or that goes to the family, and it continually passes down. Way different way of looking at you. Way different perception. Way different perspective. She might not know nothing about it, but there's a level of respect because she knows nothing about it. She said, look, I don't know nothing about this, but this definitely is cooking up some mean jambalaya up in here, and I really, really, really like this. I really, really like this. Significant respect. And the way that you receive respect is because you give yourself respect. You can only get respect when you give yourself respect. And I know that sounds cliche, but I'm literally referring to that, like, you will have to overstand and overcome those 7 deadly sins, and that will then therefore bring more self-respect because You did the early rising. You said what you were going to say and you did it because you overstood those 7 deadly sins, because you embodied the 7 heavenly virtues, because you started to overstand a better version of you, step into a higher betterment version of you to where she saw you on earth. She ain't trying to go nowhere else.